Hello, welcome to Traveling Fools. I'm Kay.
I'm Tim.
This may be one of the last times he lets me use makeup on here because frankly it's probably getting a little irritating to y'all too. So we get that, but let us know for certain. This is part 3 of going on the cruise. We're going on a cruise in 59 days. Yes, we're actually going to New York in 59 days. The cruise is 57 days. So we now have some things that will probably, they're basics that you need to take on a cruise, things that we have found helpful altogether. And I should have done this first one when we did the toilet tissue and the flushable wipe covers, which aren't for the room. Don't forget your Benefiber. Okay, yes, I'm old. I also drink 1 cup of coffee a day, but typically when people travel, and I won't disclose whether I or Tim are in this group, find it hard to stick to their normal routine. This will help you. You can also take some pills and stuff too, but okay, I know nobody wants to talk about it, but it's a thing.
Which brings up another thing. I'm still looking to see which has the best scent, but I'm looking at the Poo-Pourri spray.
We have several of those.
Where?
Riri gave you some. A little yellow banana bottle, I think.
Okay, we gotta find that.
Okay, travel basics. Have your bottles and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
let's
got the
talk.
little toothbrush cover, little spray. I'm gonna put some lotions in there so we don't have to carry a big, huge honking
Yeah.
bottle with us.
And if you don't know, when you carry your luggage on the ship isn't under the same constraints of your luggage as airlines are, but most people have to get on the airline to get to the ship. But do make sure that you take a travel bag with you on the ship. You're going to drop your luggage off, and then you're going to be able to take your travel bag with you while you're sitting, eating, whatever. And by the way, great tip for that. Most people, when they get on the ship to begin with, they're going to come early, they're going to junk up the lines, and then they're going to go sit in the lounge area or on the ship.
On the ship, yeah.
They're going to go to the buffet area, whatever. Everybody scrams for the food like they haven't eaten in days. We tend to find one of the observation decks, and there's usually something there. But also, we book one of our specialty dinings on the first night. We have a habit of doing the hibachi dining on the first evening, and it's fabulous until you find out what Code O is, which happened to us on a cruise out of New Orleans. They announced
Code Oscar.
Yeah, Code Oscar, Code O. They announced it once. We're kind of like looking, going, I wonder what that means. Next announcement came was people move away from the side of the ship. We cannot effectuate a rescue if all the passengers are hanging over the side. Guy fell off one of the balconies. Don't sit on the balcony railing. By the way, he fell off in the Mississippi River. Big debate point. Would you want to fall off in the ocean or you want to fall off in the Mississippi River? I think I'd choose ocean because bringing traffic to a halt on a river doesn't really happen. They did find him. He was alive. So they told us.
Yeah.
The dog also went to live with my aunt and uncle in the country. I get it. Okay. That's the story they always tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Living out on the farm.
So, cruise basics. Plug. Take a plug. This one's actually an adapter plug. You might not need it. But it's my experience that most hotel rooms, cruise ship rooms, have...
They're very limited in the number of outlets that they have. So this is our backup. Most ships will have one outlet that's for the U.S. and then one for the European. So this is going to be for that, obviously. And then we have the other extender. It's just a
bigger one, USBs.
It is not surge protected.
Yeah, don't take surge protector. Don't do it.
They'll confiscate that.
Okay, what else? You were going over your
I was
wire
going for the
bag.
electronic stuff,
let's
but
show it.
while we're talking about other stuff, do you want to go about things for the cabin or
Yeah,
electronics?
well, okay, we can talk about things for the cabin.
We got us a little travel fan. I think it's
Trying to
USB.
show them the brand. I think that might be too bright. There we go. Trying to cover Tim as well. A little USB fan. It's not very big at all. I mean, it's about the size of my hand if I take it out of the packaging. Tim needs it. I figured we could open the balcony doors, but Tim needs a fan. And I'm at the age where I might need a fan in the middle of the night too when I'm running about 140 degrees.
Yep. Other things we got, the magnet clips.
Yes.
Since the walls and ceiling are metal, we can help organize our papers, because normally on our pieces, the dailies just end up in a stack somewhere, and we're always struggling to find
With all the
where's-
papers that we
where's
pull out from
today.
the stores and the pass-by and everything.
Yeah, all the stuff you pick up on your shore excursions. So we're going to try to be organized and use the magnetic clips
And usually they stick to the walls
or ceiling.
or ceiling. So
Yeah.
I don't really have a brand on this one, but just some metal clippy clips.
Yeah, just
I might
generic.
get some with hooks on them too. I don't know if we bought those or not.
Yeah, they're over there.
Okay. But these,
That's those. They're not assembled yet.
not assembled, but they're little metal clips that stick on the wall very strong. They have hooks on them rather
Yeah.
than clips for
Yeah,
those.
I got extra powerful because got to rewire it.
But you know, the walls are metal, so the hits should work. We've heard it's a good tip from a lot of people, so we're going to try it. We haven't done that before. Okay, for the ship then, anything else?
The highlighters, we're going to bring a highlighter just to highlight some of the things on the dailies, the things we want to do. We've got the Sharpies there.
Probably will take Post-it notes with us as well. We've heard that's a good thing. Although Norwegian put out an announcement that no one's allowed to decorate their doors. So if there are decorations, they're told to take them down and place them in the room respectfully. I don't know if that's still the case, and it was apparently a kind of a recent decision right near when COVID started. But one of the tips we always heard was just stick a Post-it note on your door. That way you can tell how far down the hallway you are from your door and how much further you have to walk. Speaking
Because
of
some
which,
of those hallways are really long and every door looks the same.
they do. And speaking of which, most of the ships have signals that tell you whether you're going towards the front of the ship or going towards the back of the ship. I think on Caribbean or Carnival, it's the door handles. They're shaped like a little wave. And so the back of the wave's the back of the ship, the height of the wave's the front of the ship. So you know you're going. Norwegian has little fish on the carpet, and they swim towards the front of the ship. Little fish, 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 fish. And so you know whether you're front or back, fore or aft.
Yeah, other things, little Tide pen, because you never know when you're going to spill something on your, some food stuff.
Washable
Detergent.
laundry detergent, the liquidless eco sheets that have fabulous, fabulous reviews.
Because, when you go on longer cruises or don't have enough clothes, you can do laundry on the ship.
Yep, you can do laundry. I figure it helps even if it's just, came back from the excursion, fell down a mudslide, whatever. It could help. There are 60 of them in here for 60 loads. They dissolve. They're easy to use. They're here great things. So that's coming with us. Okay.
The other thing we got are towel bands.
Towel bands. Oh,
Right there.
here.
Instead of towel clips, I figured these are going to take up less space. They're essentially just big fat rubber bands that you can put around your chair and hold your towel in place.
Yeah, because the wind's gonna, wash it away or people walk by. So I don't know that the brand really matters here. There's 4 bands in here, just towel bands.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch. Amazon has hundreds.
Okay,
The other thing,
this is
every
in the
time we-
room.
every time we go on a cruise, we end up picking up the lanyard.
I still have mine.
And yeah, she's sprinkling the plastic right over the microphone. So yeah.
We'll start that over.
Yeah, we'll just move the microphone.
Okay.
So I went and got a multi-pack of lanyards, a whole bunch of colors. Thought it would come in handy, or in this case,
And I
Nike.
have my expensive beaded one that I bought on one of the cruises that I decided it was so expensive that I would just keep it, and it's hanging up in my closet. Okay.
The other thing we saw that people bring laundry bag.
We've never done this before.
Yeah, we just.
But it
keep
seems
pile
like a
in the
good
closet.
idea.
Makes sense.
Or we put it in our suitcases. I mean, suitcases usually store nicely under the bed. Pull them out, put your dirties in, push it back under the bed. But frankly, for a lot of fashion, you really should take what people call capsules, wardrobe capsules. That might be something as simple as 2 bottoms, 2 tops, pair of shoes. There's your capsule. For a longer cruise, you might want 2 of them, one in dark colors, one in bright colors, or one in neutrals, whatever. That way you can mix and match as you go. We do have clothes to wear on formal night, which we've only ever done that once. We took clothes on our first cruise, never wore them. So you don't have to go full gown fancy. It can just be dressing up nicely. So I bought a dress at a recent event. I'm going to take it on a cruise.
It really depends on your cruise line, though.
Well, that's true, too.
There are some that are more formal. Norwegian, of course, is not. They're
Built
much
on
more relaxed.
casual. But we do plan to take advantage of the dining rooms and everything more this time rather than always the buffet. One, because he has to eat healthy. This has been a struggle, but good Lord, it's dropped like 30 pounds in 2 months.
30 pounds in 3 months.
Still is more than what I can do. And I have to eat non-gluten, which, by the way, the ship is fantastic if you have dietary needs. Every time we've told a cruise ship, the staff, whatever, we have to turn in the form gluten-free. But they introduce me to the chef. They tell me if I want bread, they'll bake bread for me. If I want this, they'll do that. If they find out I like a particular thing, they'll make sure that they always have it on hand. It's really nice. Really, really nice. One of the other things, they don't allow straws.
Not anymore. They would blow out to sea. So we have a couple little straws here. Hers expands out, and then there's this one that, hey, look at that. I have to get a new
Yeah, this one just folds into each other like a thing. That one just is like the little tent stakes. You just unwrap it, do it. I got this one for free at one of my little conferences that I go to. It is, it's branded with 4 Scout. So 4 Scout, thank you. This other one,
Final.
yeah. This one's what?
Final.
Final, yeah.
Yep.
And let's see, we have the
Probably talk
cord
about that one
organizer.
next.
The cord
Yeah,
organizers?
because we're already at 12 minutes.
Yeah, so cord organizers.
Our next, in the next video.
Oh, hold on. That'll be in the next video. Ciao. We out.